Remember, you can hear this episode and more by visiting our website, www.queenbeautypodcast.com. This episode is happening somewhere between people cosplaying at the MJ movie, and they came, showed up, and showed out, and the significant loss of Spirit Airlines.
Okay. MJ. I went to the movie. I had my silver glove ready to go, but the Amazon package didn't arrive until after the movie. So I did not participate in the cosplaying.
Aww.
But I wanted to.
Aww.
I enjoyed myself. How'd you like the movie?
I liked it too. And whilst I did not have a silver glove, I did have a leather glove because they told me that silver glove was not. I forgot to hit the button. And then when I went to go back and check, it said it wasn't going to get here until like May 14th. So I was like, that's not going to work. So I got the leather glove instead. And my little t-shirt. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie in all of its splendor. I did. That's me
I did.
personally.
It ignited the shine of Michael Jackson in the best way possible. And I will say I have been taking liberties every chance that I get to moonwalk. In fact, I did the moonwalk to the little sliders at the gym. We had sliders that was doing like and I started moonwalking. I was like, "Hey, Quincy was his trainer," and I was like, "Hey, look at me!" And I'm moonwalking on the sliders. Girl, I didn't realize how much I missed seeing the moonwalk. And when
I love that you're taking your liberties. I love that you're taking your liberties and your opportunity. I didn't think you was going to say that. I thought you was going to say to listen to some music because that's what I've been doing. But you've been about your actions, so I'm not mad at it. It tracks. It's
all brand. It's all brand. It don't matter what song it is. If it has a beat, I'm a moonwalk. In fact, okay, bold prediction.
Okay.
With the announcement of the Usher and Chris Brown collab world tour situationship.
Yes.
I have two theories that I think will magnify their experience. Number one, they should take each other hits and sing each other's hits on the beat of their hits. Does that make sense?
Yes. Like the switch places type of thing.
Exactly.
I got you.
So name a Chris Brown hit.
You gonna put me on the spot? Oh gosh, like one of his more recent?
Any of them, like anyone. Excuse me, miss. Loyal, no guidance. Any of them.
Okay, Loyal.
Take the Loyal beat,
right,
to a Usher hit.
I got you. I feel like I've watched you do this at karaoke, to be fair. Or do like the voice of Jill Scott to like some random song. I feel like I've heard you do that.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for years, but I would love with Usher and
they can take each other's. Yes. When they have
burn confessions, do the burn confessions on the beat to Loyal.
Yeah. That would be cute. I think that they're definitely going to do a tribute to Michael. I feel like they're going to do a tribute to Michael in the concert.
That's my second thing.
To
put Michael sandwiched in between. Do the Michael tribute in between their experience together. Because if not for Michael, those two artists wouldn't exist.
Not the way they do it. Like they both of them, their style, the inspiration, all of the things. Yes. Yes, Fred.
It's Michael. And I just want there to be an awarded acknowledgement of such, especially in light of the movie.
Yes, I think so. I believe that it's going to be a phenomenal concert when it happens. And back to the movie, I really did like it. I have been on, listen, the kids know Michael Jackson. They listening to the music. We watched all the videos again.
Right.
It's really cool. Remember when Shania had her birthday? That's the
Her
cool.
10th birthday.
Yes, and it was MJ themed. I think
Mm-hmm.
that he's one of the very, very few artists that are still capturing the hearts of generations in like real
I
time.
wrote this during the middle of the movie, not doing any spoilers. He continued to outdo himself, no
Yeah.
matter what generation it was. It was a wow moment to me how much he inspired my lifetime when all of his big hits preceded my birth.
Yeah, when you go back and look, like when you go back and look at it, you
I think my
were
birth
either
was
not here yet
1998.
or a baby, like a for real baby.
Correct.
When
Correct.
he was like in like the big moments, you know what I mean?
The
So,
huge
and you
moments
know
of
why that
value.
is?
Hmm.
Because he was walking in his purpose.
Say it again for the people in the back.
He's
We gonna
walking
split
in
screen.
his purpose.
Walking in his purpose. Say it again.
Walking in his purpose.
I don't think they heard you. Say it one more time.
Hey, this is a good segue to what we're going to be talking about today,
Are
which
we not
is,
going to mention the Spirit Airlines wind down air quotes, meaning close down? Is wind down the new close down?
were they not already kind of closed? I mean, it was.
That, I digress. That has nothing to do with walking in thy purpose and thy purpose. So we gonna flip and
I think
continue.
we go, yes, because look at, I start itching a little bit. Like, it's.
You know how your body reacts when you're not walking in your purpose? Like you get
Yes.
twitchy eye syndrome. That's what happened when you said what you said about spirit. Anyway, yes, Michael Jackson has been walking. He's a legend at the
Yes.
highest level of legend. And he walked in his purpose his entire life.
He did. He did from
He
the very
moonwalked
beginning.
in his purpose.
Moon walked into it. He battle walked into it. Everybody was mad at Joe Jackson all over again. They was like, at
I
least I
know.
was. I don't know, but
I didn't pay him no mind. The shine of Michael, like he had the it factor, and but it shows the difference of people who operate in their natural gifts. Like
yeah,
it's a message in a word.
it is. It really is, and that is why this episode title is "Your Gift Called." It wants you to stay in your lane because it's
Amen.
just something about when you stay in your lane of your gift. And it's not, it doesn't mean that you're not going in different industries. It doesn't mean that you're boxing yourself in, but
Right.
within whatever walk you do, you are still you. You are still purposefully being yourself and letting your true talents shine. So that's what that is. And I'm excited to talk about it.
I love how you summarize that cute dizzle. Before we go and dive into our purpose and walking in thy purpose, let's shine on them.
Okay.
With some self care wins. How can we start this conversation on our self care wins? You go first, Brian.
Well, glad you asked.
You need a
I
glass.
have this cute little planner here.
Glass.
You probably can't see it, but it's a wellness planner that I bought way too late into the year, maybe in like March, whatever. It was on sale, and
Mhm.
it has a self care focus. And at the end of each month, it actually has a section for you to talk about your wins, talk about what you've learned, and you just jot some things down. So I'm excited for this because I did it, and I'm excited to see across the year what I have did collectively. But
Love it.
for my top wins, it was for the month of April. It was definitely, oh, I did the corporate. I did a couple of 5Ks. Did a couple of,
A couple, you better count how many 5Ks did you do?
for the month of April, I did three. I did three. One of them was the Spartan race, the Spartan 5K. And that one was really amazing because it was a challenge like no other. It was a lot of obstacles. It was 22 obstacles on top of running a 5K, doing things I didn't think I could do. I prayed so much to not break a bone. I never prayed that much in my life to not fall off of one of them high things that I was crawling on top of. But I'm glad I did it because it was a challenge. It was a personal challenge and something I wanted to do for years. And I'm very proud that I was able to do it. I did that, and I did a corporate 5K and came in eighth top female in the company. So I was surprised at that. I
Wow.
was not expecting to see my name there.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then I did the Cinco de Mayo 5K, and I shaved 2 minutes off my time. So I was happy about that too. So those are 5K related. Those are health related goals of getting faster that I'm trying to do,
Nice.
and getting stronger, which I'm also trying to do strength training. So it was fun. It was a good month.
Shout out to you, Quandras. That's awesome.
Thank
You out
you.
here. I've been seeing it felt like every weekend,
Oh,
when
it
somebody
did.
get the rum bug. You've always had the rum bug, but you revved up you went from group runs for a couple years. You
Hmm.
was dabbling in them group runs,
Local
and now
neighborhood. Hmm.
you in the races. You were in the races years ago, but now you're back because the baby's self-sufficient. You
Take
better be
time,
back.
y'all. Hang in there, new mamas. Hang
Yes.
in there. It takes a minute to get back, so hang in there. Our bodies have to heal.
I love it. You should be very proud of yourself. Like I'm super proud and I'm proud to know you. How about that?
Thank you. You so sweet.
Proud to know you.
You so sweet in my life. Ain't that
That's what my mom used to say.
what?
I love it. So congrats.
Thank you. Now,
My self-care win.
yes, what are your wins?
I had a lot, girl. I'm gonna start off with my minimalist update for the month of April.
Yes, friend.
Um, I got rid of so much clutter in my house, y'all. It was so freeing and rewarding because bags and bags and bags of clothes.
Hmm.
I'm talking, I went into the kitchen cupboards. I got rid of some pots and pans I ain't used in 5 years, for real, like that. I went underneath the bathroom sink. I went
Ooh.
into the closet where the hair care products sit.
All right now. All those hot spots. Those are the hot spots of the house.
Man, man, the
Get the hot
closet
spots.
has space.
Hmm.
Winter wear and summer wear is in one closet.
Okay now. All in one closet.
By the grace of God, I can't tell you how I did it, but I digress. I'm proud of what happened in the month of April. The last time I did the minimalist challenge was in 2021,
Yeah.
where
Hmm.
you take the day of the month, and you get rid of the equivalent of that for the day of the month. So day 1 of April, you get rid of one item. Day 2 of April, you get rid of two items. Day 3, three. Day 4, and you go on up. Now, it don't really get real until the middle of the month when you realize you got to get rid of 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 items later in the month.
Right, right, right.
It's real cute for the first 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Then you start finding your way, reorganizing your jewelry box. Man, you trying to figure out what do I get rid of,
Yeah, the
y'all?
little stuff. Yes.
Yeah,
Some
so
drunk
that's my
drawers.
big self care win. Another equally big self care win is a quality of life update. Your girl got off her IR. In football, they call it the injury reserve, but I'm Invisalign release, y'all. I'm in Invisalign release. I'm off the IR, y'all. I am off the IR.
Oh.
My Invisalign is off. I have transitioned into retainers. The little known fact they don't tell you about retainers is that you have to wear them like you have to wear Invisalign for the first 3 months so that they can actually retain your teeth. And then you can transition to nighttime wear. But 2 years in the Invisalign, I am on my release, and I got a teacher's pet award from my financial coach. She told me I was her best client.
Of course. Now, would you call it a teacher's pet award?
I said, yeah, yeah. I said, "Am I the teacher's pet?" And she said, "Yeah, you are. You're great." Shout out to Coco Chanel's mom, who is Tony, and she is finessing your finances, and she has done an amazing job in a short period of time as my financial coach. But yeah, I'm the teacher's pet. For those who don't know, that's that's me right there.
That's good. That's good
So those
stuff.
are my wins.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. And it sounds to me like you had some good wins. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all. I saw those bags, y'all. She's not lying. It was a lot of bags. It was a lot of stuff. Like, you know, it doesn't even feel like you're accumulating so much stuff until you decide to set it all aside
Yeah,
and put it in one spot, and you're like, oh my.
right. And I think the picture I sent you was only half the month, y'all.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the
The
first
full, yeah.
full. Yeah, I should have
Hmm.
took pictures of the whole thing, but I got busy. I was just trying to
Like,
get it done. But
yeah.
I will, if I can find that picture of the last thing, I will
Yeah.
definitely update it on here.
Good.
All right, let's
Love
jump
to
on
see
in.
it. Let's jump on in. Let's just talk about staying in your lane and the mental health power of knowing your gifts. So, what are we even talking about when it comes to purpose? I feel like we've talked about purpose before. Everybody wants to walk in their purpose. They want to, but how? How do you walk in your purpose if you don't know what your gifts are? You know?
Absolutely. I love that you framed it when you don't know what your gifts are. There's a lot of people that tell you what you think your gifts are. But have you ever like sat down and truly reflected on like how you're naturally wired? Or one time when I left corporate, I can tell you, I was getting, like we talked about, with your body saying stuff that's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
My eye was twitching, and I had unexplained highs, but I was at the height of my career. And on paper, I was walking in my purpose because everything looked good. But on the inside, I was not full. I was not fulfilled, and I felt empty. And I remember a colleague shared, it sounds like you're being obedient.
Mm. Eek. Why does that sound so icky? Because you would think that obedient is good,
Right.
but it also gives an air of not thinking for self. It's like a little funk of that
Ooh,
on there somehow.
okay.
I don't
Do
know.
tell. Give me more. Give me more.
You're good at what you do, when,
Yeah.
and so when
It
other
sounds like
people say it again.
it sounds like purpose because you're good at what you do.
It
Right.
seems like purpose because you're good at what you do, but you're doing what other people tell you to do. Have you ever sat back and like literally thought about what you want to do and been obedient to yourself?
How many people are doing that?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
fear weaves its ugly head, especially when you can't see the whole path.
Ugh, yeah, yeah, for sure. So that's
So how do
interesting.
you stay in your lane then? Like, I think it's easy to compare, especially nowadays. Everything's at our fingertips. Comparison is at our fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
And so when
Mm.
you are not operating in your gifts, when you're just operating in things that you're good at, you might be trying to have a gift that's not necessarily your natural gift because you're comparing to someone else.
You're comparing yourself to someone else. Not only that, but in being and being good at certain things or lots of things and just doing all of the things because you're good at stuff. That is literally what not being in your your own lane is about, and you don't even know that you're not in your own lane because you're being obedient to what everyone else around you is telling you. So
Mm.
now in saying that, it makes sense that we can like just stray out of our lane because of that part. Oof.
It's easy to stray out of your lane. So you pitched a good question that I want to raise for our discussion.
Mm.
Why do millennials feel pressured to be good at everything?
Hmm. I don't know if it's all the
Or is it millennials? Is it a everybody
is
problem?
it an everybody thing? It, yeah, I'm wondering that. Or is it like a certain time period in your life thing, right? Because I feel like it does happen a little bit harder, or like it's that feeling is stronger to be good at everything when you're in a particular, I don't even want to say it's a combination of age and experience and just like your mental state, like,
I'll say education has a play in this. Our education system is not built to help you identify yourself. Self awareness is not in any kind of education course that I've ever heard of.
agreed.
That's
Agreed.
not even a skill that they even obsess over, which is so important when you think
No.
about how you feel, what you're doing next, like how you identify what staying in your lane looks at, especially when you're operating in course structures where these are your permanent records, your attendance, and your class syllabus that you must do well in, all these things at the same time. Don't be a scholar athlete. You must do well at everything. And then
Mm.
you go into the real world and you feel the same way. I'm going, I
Gotta
didn't do
shine.
peer review research on it, but I'm going to put my pulse on the fact that I think the education system plays a role.
I mean, yeah, and then the fact that, and I can't even, I don't know, I can't unhear obedient now, and that's exactly what the schools train you to do, is
Mm.
to kind of, and this is like no bash on, schools or the people in
Mhm.
the schools. This is like a systematic thing where
Yeah.
you're trained, literally trained to walk on a particular side of a hallway and to sit at your desk in a particular way. And it's a training of think like this. When we do a test, we're going to study like this. And when we take notes like that. And, all of these things are very, very specific.
Obedient.
Would you say?
Obedient.
It's
You know,
very, if you're good, if you want to shine,
if
you
you
do those
follow the
things.
directions,
You do those things, and you get like a gold star, right? If
yeah.
you are doing what you are told to do. And I think that how do you
Mhm.
wipe? How do you don't like just stop behaving in that way after undergoing those trainings for 12 plus years?
That's
So
a full career, y'all.
yeah,
Dare
you're a
I say?
pro. You're a pro at listening to directions by any means of like when you think about how long it takes to become a professional in something.
Right. And I'm gonna pose the big question of that. You're a pro at whose lane are you a pro at?
The lane of the whatever lane the leader tell you you need to be in. That's where that one.
Yeah. So how do you explore self awareness and confidence
Yeah.
and staying in your lane and feeling okay about it, feeling confident, feeling good about it,
Hmm.
because it has to be a balance of that cultivation. And I do think we've operated foundationally for a lot of years where we feel like we have to be good at everything, um, and have skill base that everybody has, or comparing yourself to the highest. The highest person on the totem pole in the class versus the bottom
Yeah.
person, from a scholastic grade point average, GPA, all that stuff plays a role in it. And I'm not knocking it because I think it's important.
Hmm.
But that balancing act, we've not had a pulse on flipping the switch. Once you graduate from education, how do you pour into these skill sets into yourself to know your gifts? Well, your girl got the solution. Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
What's the solution?
In my spare time. In
Five
my
minutes
spare
here and there.
time, 5 minutes here and there. No, am really excited about Plugged In for Purpose. Plugged In for Purpose is I'm going to say, I stumbled into a nonprofit, y'all. The Let's Change Forward Foundation really kind of is here. It's brought to you to help provide access to workforce and wellness related resources. And so I have a new assessment called the Plugged In for Purpose. Your purpose profile assessment is literally an assessment that helps you identify what season you're in life, and come up with your natural gifts, your giftings, and you will have your strongest gift. That you'll know, like your core gift and how you naturally work in the world, along with some pause patterns, what you should say yes to, what you should say no to, what you should pause on. Where are your red flags at? How you working in the world? But the goal of this all is for you to really uncover what your natural gifts are. Be more intentional about who you collaborate and connect with because you know who you are. And so we're going to spend some time talking about our biggest takeaways from taking this assessment. Y'all, it takes literally 5 minutes of your time and it'll change your life.
And you know, how many people just spend time assessing others but avoid assessing themselves?
It's hard to look at the self in the mirror and in the mirror.
Man, in the mirror!
MJ was doing it. In
the mirror. I know, it was just, we walked right into it. Walked right into it. But it's important. It is very, very, very important. And that is literally almost like the basis of this whole entire podcast is that reflection. That reflection and actually looking at self and looking and seeing how could this get better? How could this be less stressful? What am I doing? What you know, thinking about in the sense of what it is that you are doing. And how that could change or how it's going good. Just as an assessment. Just an assessment of yourself. And I love, love, love this assessment. Are we getting into the assessment? Because I was excited. First of all, I don't even know how you are you. And created, y'all don't know how busy this lady is. Y'all just don't know how busy she is. That's why I'm like, this wasn't even on her radar. And I know what's on her radar. This was not on her radar.
It was.
It was, and it has always been a part of your journey to be like an assessor, right? That has always been a part of your journey. But this, and it wasn't like it was something that you stumbled across, but the actual product itself.
Right. It was a stumble. It wasn't a stumble. It was
like boom, and then it was super right.
Play.
Okay, now say it again.
An obedience play.
It was an obedience. And that, you know what? It's a powerful tool, everybody, because you answer just a few questions. And when I tell you it's going to read you like a short story, you checking for them? Because mine is literally, I was clutching my own pearls looking in the mirror at me. I was, what? How? What? And I'm like, somehow this app spoke to Elise, and because she my best friend, they already knew what to say. But no, it was just asking questions, and if you answer the questions honestly, it'll give you the feedback.
It'll give you a read.
It will give you a read. It will give you a read, and boy did I get a read, and I appreciated it because it gives you the confidence to be like, yeah, that's it. It gives words to what you believe you are, like even if you were like kind of shaky on it or whatever. Yep. And it's interesting because it definitely builds almost like a confidence of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And reading about it, because it's like, no, you're not making this up. This is who you are. And then giving you some tools behind it. You want to talk about the tools?
Oh yeah, it gives you an entire plan. The plan is really impactful because it just walks you through what season. It gives brings awareness to season you're in life. Yes. After you recognize like your actual gift. And the read that we were talking about earlier is it tells you in areas, in addition to your gift, it's like, okay, well, here's where you're in overwork or in overdrive and you don't even know it. Mm-hmm. Here's some natural green flags for you. You know, people like to be like positive things, but then also here's some red flags. Mm-hmm. Here's what you should say. My favorite part, don't try to help me buy. Don't try to help me by offering vague advice without concrete solutions. That's what it said to me. I love that because that's what I get upset about when I'm working on something. And providing language to the fact that like my gift is a builder. Like I am a natural builder, and it helps me when I'm working know who I am when I'm in a new conversation with somebody, I'm networking, when I'm collaborating, because I'm always about partnerships. I can see gifts in others based on how they respond to certain things, or how they interact and engage. And I can see myself too, right? After I took this, and what one of the things I super appreciated is that you can actually start acting on it. And so, what about you?
Well, I like seeing what it said overall was just really, really, really it was interesting. It was interesting to give me like what my core gift engine was, which for me it said my core gift engine was the strategist. Your primary
Mhm.
gift is that of a strategist, and you naturally move the world by forward by dissecting complex situations, identifying the most effective paths, et cetera, et cetera. And it was just interesting the way it said that. For many reasons, I do like strategy. I do like development. I like quote like operating and like doing new things because I like to see a big picture and a vision and like put make it all work. That is my jam. And then like on the smaller level, I like mystery books. And it makes sense as to why I like mystery books. I'm
I love that
always
that helps you figure that out.
it just taps into like what I like. It taps into me trying
Right.
to figure things out and like put the puzzle pieces together. So that part
Yeah.
it was just kind of funny. And then the results of or the action behind it, where if you're walking in your purpose, you're going to feel like less stressed because you're not tapping into or you're not putting yourself in situations that aren't necessarily your gift. And I don't mean that in a way like you're not stretching yourself, you're not challenging
Right.
yourself, because it actually gave you ways to challenge yourself, to build yourself up. But it was in a way of if you lean into what you're naturally good at, you might have better outcomes
Right.
versus doing the exact opposite. You might be a little bit more stressed in your walk if you're not walking in your purpose. And so
AKA not staying in your lane.
not AKA not staying in your lane. And it was so funny because it gives you the tracker, the experiment tracker to like, do a couple things to help pump you into going into your lane and staying
Yeah.
away from those red flags that you have, and which it could be seen as like creating your boundaries, you know what I mean, for yourself. And
Cool.
so
I
and then
recognize that. Okay,
right,
friend.
that's how I saw it. And one of it, and it was so interesting because when I first saw it, I'm gonna tell you right now, my immediate reaction to this experiment on trying to grow me. And now I signed up for this, y'all. I did the assessment myself because I wanted to see and I wanted to grow. And I saw what it told me to do, and I was like, I ain't doing that. Because the first one said delegation. It said delegating decisions, and it told me that I had to start delegating tasks out. I'm not doing that, and it made me like squirm a little bit. Like I don't want to do that, and so, but I recognize that it is very, very, very
They
important.
have a whole lot of tasks in their day now. That can be a headache if you're a strategist.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. That's the thing. I am a strategist, and I do know that. However, when you start enunciating, I know that. But however, it was just becomes tricky because I know when it just depends on what part of your life we're talking about, and I start to get very,
Right.
very, very specific when it comes to certain areas of my life that I have to relinquish. I have to relinquish.
Mm.
And so, and I noticed that when I was going through it, I'm like, it's one of the things that it said like flexibility, and it said to like one of them said the boundaries not working after 8 p.m. And then I'm starting to, what is work? You start like overanalyze. Does this really count as work? Like work, or like
Right.
not work? Like what are we talking about here? And so I know what they mean. It means because you have to stop. You just at a certain point in the night, you should stop. You should stop, and you should just kind of rest. Let your body rejuvenate, and it could be difficult. So it was just giving you little things like that. But again, if you're delegating some of your things or automating some things, then you can accomplish both of those goals at one time. So it's just like thinking through it, and I appreciate it though, because now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do this little, wait, I'm calling it little now, I'm gonna do this little experiment and see where I land. I'm gonna do
I
it.
love it. I love that for you. The area that snatched my edges the most was it recognized in its pure self-care way that I'm a builder, which is amazing, right? Purposefully creating structures, systems, and teams to achieve large-scale goals. The other side of that is relentlessly constructing without sufficient breaks, leading to exhaustion and burnout. That was the other side of that was the red flag, right? Neglecting personal well-being for project demands. And that's what the plan revealed based on me being honest during the assessment. And so I implemented a midday walk as part of my experimental plans, so that I don't, just go, because I'm super focused to finish. I'm so focused to finish that there's the opposite side to that. That's less than kind to my well-being. And so it was a recognition that I have to do this. I have to take these breaks. I have to say no for certain things. So I have to create pause breaks into my day. I have to. It's a requirement. I actually started to do, I had a recognition that if I have an evening meeting, I can't make a 5 a.m. workout.
Well,
Those two things can't go together. I can't be using both my mental and my physical space on go drive from sun up to sundown. Those things don't work. So I've made those adjustments. So I can't wait for y'all to try this because it's free 99.
Try it while it's free. Try it while it's free, because it's not going to be free forever. And I don't know. It should be free right now. And I'm excited when I slip through the cracks. So
from the board member.
Before y'all better come and get it while it's free before the strategists come in and put a little price tag on it. But no, it is a really, really an amazing tool. I cannot wait for others to complete it, to try it, to read their outcomes, and to see the different actions that they can take to help themselves better grow. I'm excited for us growing within it too, because it really is an amazing tool in that way. And so the reason why I think is really, 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 really cool is because it allows you to surround yourself with not only people who are like-minded, in a sense, like we kind of already do that, right? Like the whole birds of a feather flock together. But it gives way for you to tap into things that you might not be as strong at. Like you don't have to be strong in all of the areas, right? You can leave that to the other people who are walking in their purpose in that strong lane over there, and then just kind of tie it all together. Does that make sense?
It does. It does, because you can't tell me that Michael Jackson's, what was his security guy? Wasn't walking in his purpose. Like, you never saw his security guy doing moonwalks, his driver.
Trying to get a little shine. A little moonwalking. He could have totally did a little moonwalk in the background. A little shimmy.
But he was also he was probably Michael Jackson's greatest encourager, which is another gift, right? He was probably someone because obviously Michael Jackson, greatest gift to the world as an icon, had a lot of gifts, but he had a small amount of people that he could actually trust, as we all know his whole story, right? But he trusted someone who had a gift that was necessary to edify that, Michael Jackson's gift.
Yes.
In the world. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that there's kind of like a danger of echo chambers when you are surrounding yourself with literally people who think just like you, right?
I think that's why mental health professionals exist.
Because of the echo chambers. That's so funny.
Like, if you think about it, it's like us connecting birds of a feather, we're naturally, because we love each other,
Right.
friends, family, business, whatever. You're naturally going to go into protector mode, and you can't see objectively.
Right. That's true. That's true. You can't see objectively. I was literally just talking to somebody about that, just with like the craziness of the world and everything. And I think we said it like a while ago where it's always good to hear the full story. Like listen to the other side because you're in, and especially when we're in like this very social media driven
Algorithm,
world. Yeah,
right?
the algorithms, all of those things. Like even your style of clothes on a particular website is going to remain the same until you click on something that's a different color or whatever the case, like a different pattern.
He ain't got me
Yes,
to.
it'll be the same and it's just going to keep repeating more of the same, bigger of the same, right? And until you step outside of that box to see other sides of things, you're not going to see it. And I think that's also out of like our little bubbles that we kind of our
Yeah.
safety bubbles because that's what it is with the birds of a feather. Like it's just like a little safety bubble. It makes us feel calm and cozy. And I know we're talking about stepping out of staying in our lane, but that doesn't take away the idea that you do have lanes right next to you that you know what I mean that kind of move where you move that can help your journey along along the way.
And those lanes are important, right? And I don't want to discredit like your friendship lanes, the people who
Hmm.
think like you, they will be your biggest cheerleaders and they will be your biggest supporters. But there's a reason why overwhelming majority of individuals have a stop and pause point in operating in their gifts or operating in their walking in their purpose is because they're not pushed by other people with different gifts intentionally.
Yes,
Could you
yes,
imagine if you did that intentionally?
yes. Oh, that's good. I like that. Being because that is what happens when you are talking to someone who does not think like you. They will challenge you, right?
They sure will.
It will challenge you.
And it doesn't have to be bad. Telling my
Right.
I was telling my students on the internship program the same thing. If we were talking about feedback, which is ties into this very well.
Yes.
Um, but I was sharing like feedback is a gift, but I mean it. We naturally think about feedback. The first word that probably comes to everybody, if you were on Family Feud, is constructive criticism. But what
Mm-hmm.
about the good side of feedback?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You're doing something so amazing that you didn't know was amazing, but everybody's like, wow, you can manipulate that spreadsheet with those formulas, Quandras. I didn't know.
I live in
You're
Excel.
a mad scientist back right now, like with your data analytics skills. What is happening? But like, imagine, you stepping out and you changing your mindset on what this feedback looks like. It's not necessarily negative. The same applies when you're operating in your gifts and your challenge. The word challenge has the same lingering bad taste that I think the word feedback has. But both of those things are very important on both sides, and they have the same amount of weight on both sides that I can't wait for people to start jumping into, like with excitement.
I can't either because you never know where that challenge will take you, right? You never know where that feedback will take you if you lean into it a little bit. And it's so funny that you even say that.
Welcome to Clean Beauty Podcast, the self-care
Like,
kickback with your host,
years,
Elise
I avoided it.
and Quandras.
I avoided it until I was challenged. I was challenged. No, I was challenged into it through a position, and because I like to like really do the good things.
Wait, because you like to put pieces and puzzles together
Yes,
because
it allows me to do that quicker. It allows me to do that quicker, so it piques my interest in trying to figure them out. But it was something that I was avoiding, probably because I never, it just wasn't in my comfortability zone. It wasn't something that I thought was necessary. All of the little different things. But once I was challenged to lean into it, it was like, oh, and it just kind of opened up a whole new world. So sometimes it is good. It's okay to like lean into those challenges. You don't know where it's going to take you. Even if it is something that you might, find to be different from what it is, it might help you lean further into your purpose. It might, or you'll just get an overwhelming, confident analysis that you don't like it.
God forbid you figure that out with self-awareness.
Right, self-awareness. It just all goes back to it. But again, don't knock it till you try it. Right.
Yep. So I am excited for you all to try the assessment. It does funnel itself into a voluntary, intentional cohort group for people, purposeful peer relationships to move and help you move into your season with people who have different gifts than you. You're going to be paired eventually once I launch that, but more to come on that. I just want people to win, y'all. This is
Yes,
great. This is the golden rule magnified. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And, the Let's Change Forward Foundation exists to help you kind of move, really, truly help support you in your true you as you moonwalk your way through the world. Pun intended.
I
All about
love
the y'all.
I love all these puns. I love the references. I love the idea of growing and glowing people up
Come
by
on now.
these challenges, and I think it's going to be amazing. I'm excited for everybody to just jump in there and try it. Try it, try it, try it.
More to come as we continue to walk through. Hey, who knows? We may start doing some intentional interviews for people in their purpose profiles,
Yeah.
professionals. So, we said you heard it here first, everyone. And on that note, we hope that you have a fantastic day wherever you are, whenever you're listening on purpose.
Absolutely.
So thank you all for spending some time with your listening ears. Before we do that, what's the method of the day? The tips of the day and our reflective thought. Do we have one?
I think that whole last part that you said was a reflection and a tip. It was so good. It was so good.
We're going to ride with that. So thank you everyone for spending some time with your listening ears. Check out our show notes for more information linked into this episode. Please check our website, www.queenbeautypodcast.com. And if you have any questions, comments, or you want to connect with us, be on our episode, hit us up at queenbeautypodcast@gmail.com.
Please subscribe to our podcast for instant access to new episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube now, y'all. So go on ahead and subscribe to that. Click the notification bell so that you can hear and see us when we pop up. Leave a 5-star rating and review. We do like it. We do read it. We receive it. You can find us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Queen Beauty Podcast. Also TikTok, right? We got us over there. And Threads. Oh my gosh. Everywhere. Anywhere you see it, Queen Beauty Podcast is where we will be called.
All right, y'all. Take care. Peace and love.
Peace.